Yo, what's going on, guys? Cultimush back at it with another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Steam Winter Sale once again, but a little differently this time. I've made a game bundle looking at all of the different sales available that is under $20. It comes right in at $19.75. So say if you got a $20 Steam wallet code for Christmas, maybe you just got your PC built and you're looking for some games to get at a really good price, then check this video out. Also, this video is very timely because I am running a $20 Steam wallet code giveaway. You guys can check that video out. It's very recent. Just go on my channel and you can find it. If you haven't entered, you can go ahead and enter. Pretty simple steps on that, but without further ado, let's get right into this. I've got 5 games picked out. One of them is a bundle, so let's start with that. First of all, we've got the Metro Redo bundle coming in at $6. This includes Metro Last Light as well as Metro 2033. Both games released years ago. I believe Metro 2033 came out back in 2010, and then Metro Last Light was in 2013. The Redo bundle ups 2033's visuals to be on par with Last Light, and technically, even to this day, these games are still very impressive, so if you got a new PC and you want a cheap game that really tests it out, the Metro games are definitely good options. And not only are they technically impressive, they are very good first-person shooters. Being only single-player first-person shooters might turn some people off. However, those single-player campaigns are very much filled with quality, each of them taking around 8 to 12 hours to complete. The narrative is very good and the atmosphere is very engaging. It's a very atmospheric game, and that's only amplified if you have a good rig to max the game out. Then you get really absorbed into the experience. I think Metro is a must-play for any PC gamer. If you just got your PC, it's a great pickup, especially at only $6 for both games. Just a great deal. Next up, we have Risk of Rain, which is an action platformer with roguelike elements. I personally haven't played too much of this game. I own it and I have played a few hours of it, but some of my friends were absolutely addicted to this for a while. They put so many hours into this, and it's available for only $2.50. And while I would have wanted to fit a game like Terraria in this bundle, Terraria was like $6, just a bit too expensive. Risk of Rain only being $2.50, I think it's a pretty good pickup, and the overall reviews have been very positive at 94%, so this is a game that people definitely like. It's got quite a bit of depth to it, and if you want a game that you and a few friends can pick up and play together, Risk of Rain is then also a really good option, and there is a 4-pack available for $7.50, so you get 4 copies of the game for the price of 3. If you want to divvy that up between some friends, you can save some money there, but Risk of Rain for $2.50, really solid indie title. Next up, we've got Mount & Blade Warband, 75% off, knocking it down to $5. Really wanted to get a solid multiplayer experience into this list, and Mount & Blade stands out as one of the PC's most popular exclusives. Now, this is an older title. It released back in 2010, and visually, it isn't the best, but the gameplay and the content is still there, and this is another game. Overwhelmingly positive reviews, 97% recent and overall, and this is a game that people have put thousands of hours into. It's a game that when I'm bored, I can always go back to and have some fun, and I know Mount & Blade 2 is on the way, and that's a game I'm very excited for. And if you want to get an idea of why the anticipation for that game is so high, you should definitely play Mount & Blade Warband. Mount & Blade Warband is 75% off for $5, but the full collection is also available for $11.24. That includes the entire Mount & Blade collection from Mount & Blade Warband, Mount & Blade Warband Napoleonic Wars, Mount & Blade Warband Viking Conquest Reforged Edition, and Mount & Blade with Fire and Sword. So check that out if you want to get the entire bundle. Otherwise, Warband just for $5 is a really solid pickup. Next up, we've got the first Dishonored game, which is available for 67% off. Its base price is only $10, so this knocks it down to a measly $3.29. The first Dishonored game stands out as one of my favorite single-player games of all time. I absolutely love this game. I just thought it was so unique, so creative, really put the power in the player's hand. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but this game gives a lot of options in how you tackle different objectives, and from a world design standpoint, the gameplay, the narrative, it's all at a very high level, and unlike Dishonored 2, Dishonored actually runs really well on PC. I know Dishonored 2 has been fixed up quite a bit, but that game isn't perfect yet, and considering Dishonored 2 is like $40, I know that might not be up everyone's alley. Dishonored, however, for $3.29, if you haven't played this game, it is a must-play game. And while visually it isn't anything incredible, I think its aesthetic design, the art style is very good. And it's a good game to look at, and it's aged very well. I can go back and still play this. I mean, it only released back in 2012, so it's not that old. But even back then, it's not like this was the most visually impressive game out there. But it made up for that for its amazing world design and aesthetic value. And for $3.29, you really can't go wrong with Dishonored. Number 1, I had to throw The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition on there. This is quite possibly the best deal available on all of Steam. Whenever there's a Steam sale, Witcher 2 always goes down to 85% off, down to a measly $3, and that's just an insane deal. Even for the game not being the massive and grandiose adventure that Witcher 3 is, it's more of a linear experience rather than the big open world that is Witcher 3. It's still got a fantastic story, it's still got some great gameplay, it's got a good amount of content, and it's got a good amount of replayability too. Visually, being a game that released 5 years ago back in 2011, it still looks really, really good. And Witcher 3 is still going for like $20 on its own, so maybe that's not a game you want to pick up right now. And maybe you just want to see what all the hype is with The Witcher. The Witcher 2 is a great entry point. You guys might be thinking, why am I not recommending the first Witcher game? Is that an essential part of the experience? The first Witcher game is a good game. The issue with it is that it released back in 2007. It has some dated gameplay mechanics. The visuals aren't all too good. And if you want a game to get into the Witcher franchise, I would recommend The Witcher 2 way ahead of The Witcher. The Witcher 2 just feels more like a modern experience, even with it being 5 years old. But I digress. $3 for The Witcher 2 is just an insane deal. I say it every time it goes down to this price, and it's been going down to this price for a while now. So maybe a lot of you guys already own it, but if you don't, I highly, highly recommend you to pick it up. I always talk highly about the Witcher series, and if you play The Witcher 2, it'll give you an idea of why I do so. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. $20 and you can pick up 5 great games, 6 in actuality, since the Metro Redo bundle obviously includes 2033 and Last Light. And to get all of that for 20 bucks, that is an insane deal. You know, I know a lot of you guys probably own a lot of these games. This video is more geared to those of you that just got your PC, you've got $20, and you want to start building up your Steam library. If you guys want a similar video like this, but for those of you that want some games that you probably don't own, some lower key titles, I can definitely do that as well. Just let me know in the comment section down below if you'd be interested. I really enjoyed making this video because it's interesting to see how many games and how high quality they can be during a Steam sale for a set budget of only $20, which is very cheap to get all of these games. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can put that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.